Hey, what's up, guys? My name is A1 Solution. I'm out here sharing cyberbully stories on the internet because I feel like it's very important to get educated, to spread awareness, and to share the voices of people who are not, right? They're not here, right? But the thing is I don't want people to forget people that have dealt with this and have gone through it. And I do agree. I don't know what the deal is, but there's obviously not enough laws. There's people creating fake accounts, right? There's people creating fake accounts, and you can't stop that, right? You can only do so much because there's thousands and thousands of people out there. Then you got people making these fake accounts, and you got to figure out who's doing it, and then the law has to do it. You got to put resources into that. They got to put money into that when there's a lot more things going on in the world that's very important, but so is this. You know what I mean? There was 49,000 people in 2023 that have, not here no more, unalive, right? And that's one person every 11 minutes, 365 days in 1 year. This series is very important to me, and I want people to know that this series is important to me. It is serious to me, and I guess you would call me an advocate. This is something I'm trying to push out there, and I really hope people like this series. And like I said, these voices are not going to go unheard. We can do better. We can fix this. We can stop this. 49,000 people in 1 year. That's a lot of people from mental health. From just mental health and bullying, cyberbullying, and I'm sure a lot of other things like money or something like that. But it's just, this stuff should not be happening. We got to take care of our people way more than what this is. And we're going to read the story here, and the mom's going to share the story. And this stuff's just is sad to me. I've read multiple stories. There is going to be a playlist at the end of this video, by the way, so you can check out all the stories I talked about. I don't know how long I'm doing this series for, but I do want to do this because I feel like it's very important, and people need to be educated. That's the main word here, is educated. People need to know how far it goes until someone goes too far, right? There's something going on, and I feel like people just need to know limits. There's definitely there needs to be a limit, okay? Having a back and forth conversation, and you don't really agree, it's fine. But when you have like this on and on and on, and it never stops, and there's fake accounts, there's maybe blackmail, maybe they got like photos of you or something like that, maybe they got this or that or this or that. There's just a lot. Anyways, though, Emily. As social media companies come under fire about the potential negative effects for teenagers, there are some parents who are dealing with the dangers of bullying. Bullying has been going on for decades at high schools across the country. Social media has become one of the newest weapons. Bullying at one school in South Brunswick even escalated into, and many people may have not known it yet, but 17-year-old Emily Murillo was suffering. About 9 months ago, she drove her car into the D&R Canal. One of her final acts was a text to her mom that read, "I love you." "It's devastating. Your entire life is shattered," says Murillo mother, Erin Popello, says that her daughter was mercilessly bullied in person and over Snapchat. Bullies even Zoom bombed her funeral. Wow, wait, they trolled her funeral? Bro, that's actually crazy. And I've also seen stories with the Michaela Rain stuff, how people said that they're okay with what's happened. Honestly, I don't understand it. I don't understand it, dude. I don't know where the parents are. Like, what are we doing? Is it the parents? Is the parents the ones to be blamed? I don't know, dude. What is going on? How do people do that? Murillo was bipolar and a special education student who battled dyslexia and ADHD. You know, something I haven't really talked about is I've talked about it sometimes, but I haven't been diagnosed. I'm not diagnosed, but I do feel like I've got ADHD. And also I have taken study skills too myself, so that's kind of like special education study skills. In a way, I guess I would basically classify that as that. Pop Olo says that all those things played a role in her daughter's death. By the bullying was too much. Around the time South Brunswick started planning for students to return to the classroom. Her answer to me was, "I will never go back to that school," Populo says. She says that the school failed her and she is not alone. They just don't do enough. I'm tired of hearing them say, "Let the school handle it," says blah blah blah. Geba says an older student assaulted her daughter twice in the last several months. Last week, a fight was caught on camera. News 12 New Jersey had seen the video, but choosing not to show it. Geba says she is worried about payback. What I hear is, "Your daughter shouldn't have been here," or "Your daughter shouldn't have been there." It's always the victim that is being the target, she says. Popolo is working with the South Brunswick School to share her daughter's story. It also inspired her to run for South Brunswick Board of Education in the hope to bridge the gap between what happens at home and school. There needs to be a little bit more of a connection between what the school can do and what the parents can do, because listen, to be honest with you, these kids spend more time in the schools than they do with the parents at home. That's actually kind of crazy. News 12 reached out to South Brunswick School Superintendent Scott Feeder for a statement, but did not hear back. Experts say that there is no easy fix to combat bullying, but they say that everyone on campus needs to foster a culture of respect. Like, you know, that's just like, you know, we're gonna close this here. But the one thing is you know, I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff happening. Definitely read into it, man. A lot of these stories, there's definitely some things that I've not gone into, just because we're caught on time, and I don't know how many people are gonna watch these videos. But definitely look into it. Definitely read more into it. And with this girl, like she was just like everyone else. They had nowhere else to go. Why did Amanda go? Why did all these people go? Why did Michaela Raines go? Why did all these people go? Why did that guy in India go? Why did that guy why did that guy unalive because his money glitch? There's something going on, and I'm seeing a trend, bro. I'm seeing a legit trend. I'm not saying everyone is guilty or not guilty, I guess you would say. But a lot of these people, they seem to have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to turn to. Everywhere they go, they get told, "We don't know what to do." There's not much to do. There's not enough to do. What is there to do? There is something to do. We need to do something. There needs to be better laws. That's what we can do. You know what I mean? Going too far, and see, and I think the reason why this is hard to do is because there's a lot of fake accounts out there. There's a lot of fake people. There's a lot of fake accounts. Long story short, you know what I mean? Like there could be, let's say my name is let's say Blueberry, right? And then over here, this person's fake account. There's a fake account over here called Blueberry with my face on it, and they're talking crap to people, saying, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." And it's with my name, and then people start looking into it, right? And then they go look, and they're like, "Oh, this is Blueberry. You're a Blueberry. Why are you attacking us and talking crap?" And then they're like, "Oh, we got all this stuff on you." It's like, bro, that's not even me. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do about that, right? What can you do about that? And the sucky part is like these police officers, all these cops, FBI, all that stuff, like they need to be paying attention to other stuff like abduction, or, you know, just like other stuff. But this stuff is just as serious, because it does happen, but it shouldn't happen. and we need to get educated. Like, honestly, I think we need to have brand new classes in school talking about social media. I'm serious. Like, we need classes talking about social media. Sorry, excuse me, my allergies. But we need people to get educated. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I know this is never gonna happen, but it's gotta happen, and we need to fund it. We need someone to fund it. Like, we need people to get classes on social media talking about the repercussions of talking bad to someone, having an example of A and B, what's good and what's bad. You know, we gotta have cultural respect. We need to have respect for every color, every creed, everything, every religion. We need to love each other, man. We need to love each other, because life is always gonna hand you things that you don't like. The thing that we need to do as a person in our skin is to ignore it. Is to not do anything about it. Or I wouldn't say not do anything about it, but just stay away from that. You know what I mean? Especially when someone's saying, it's not me. Listen to them. It's not them. And whoever that is, report it, turn it into the FBI, whatever. But at the same time, like, bullying and picking on someone, this is the repercussion. This story, all the stories that I've read multiple stories. I even read like 5 or 8 stories, or it was like 8 or 10 stories. But those people are still here. But those people, those people that are still here, their voices don't get heard. No one cares until you're gone. That's the sad reality, is no one cares until you're gone. No one cares until you are on the headline and your name is getting pushed out through the algorithm, right? Which is bonkers. Bonkers. And I just want to say, you know, if people are doing this, to stop doing this. And you know what? There's actually people that do it on purpose. I'm not saying it's any specific person. I'm just saying there's people out there that would do this, and they do not care, because this is something people rather do. They rather see you on the ground. They rather see you not happy. They rather see you sad. They rather see you triggered. They rather see you unhinged. They rather see you feeling a certain way, because that's what people like, because people expect that from that person. But if they never get it, then everyone's sour, right? Everyone's sour. But long story short, I'm going to end this video here. I want people to take this seriously. This stuff is serious, and I don't care if people don't believe me. I do not care, because guess what? No one believed the people getting bullied. No one took it seriously. No one takes me seriously. How do you think I feel? You know what I mean? When I'm trying to say things and say that's not me, blah blah blah, or blah blah blah. But it's not about me. It's about this girl right now, right? But I'm just saying, people say stuff and they do not care, or nothing happens. You try to fight it. You try. Just like the guy in India. He tried to fight it, but guess what? You know, nothing. He tried to tell his friends. He tried to convince everyone. No one would listen. Stuff like this ruins your life. Stuff like this, you know what I mean? Sponsorships get pulled. You lose money. You lose viewers. People talk about you everywhere they go. You got people who don't even know who you are, and they're listening to the story, and they believe it. They believe it. Strangers. Stranger danger, right? Like strangers. And I get it, man. People want to figure out the truth, but a lot of stuff on the internet ain't real. Let's be real. That's another motto. A lot of stuff on the internet ain't real. You know what I mean? It ain't. And people just need to be careful, man. People just need to be careful, and I mean that. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably watching this that, you know, probably don't like me, but that's okay. You don't have to like me. You don't even have to talk to me. You don't even have to watch me. You don't even have to comment and talk about how you hate me. You can just go, right? But they stay in. But it's not even about me though. But at the long story short, bullying needs to stop, and this is why I'm making this series. I'm making this series because I feel like someone needs to do it. I feel like someone needs to talk about this. Someone needs to spread awareness. Someone needs to share the love that these people have gotten, but it wasn't enough. There's something going on. There's something going on, and I'm not God. I'm gonna say it again because I got speech impediment. I am not God. I am not a prophet. I am not some glorified person. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for fame. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to spread awareness, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I spend a couple hours to edit this video, to make this video, to talk this video, to make it on my Twitch, to edit it, go sit there and edit, and then drop it later. You know what I mean? And I just want people to take this seriously, you know? And I appreciate people for watching this, even if you don't like my content or something like that, or maybe you're curious about what I'm saying in these videos. I appreciate you watching this. Go check out my series playlist at the end here. Probably gonna pop up any second, because I'm gonna end this video here. But thank you for watching. My name is A1 Solution. This is Anthony's One Solution. The A means Anthony, the one means me as one person, A1 means everyone, the solutions, all that coming together. This is called the circle of life. We out here sharing what's right, and knowing is half the battle. And make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay aware, to stay educated in a sense. I'm not an educational channel, but I like to share things that I want to learn. You know, this is a hobby business. It's a hobby business. And anyways, though, take care. Stay A1. A1 out. Peace out. Later.